What up, you guys? It is Punksnugglybear back for my continuing adventure in Super Mario RPG. So last time we left off, we just got into the Kero sewers. I believe that's how it's pronounced. K-E-R-O, Kero. I can't pronounce anything. Read directions on how to enter. Man, I'm Mario. I've been entering pipes since before you were born. So we are in the underground portion of the game. I'm not 100% sure where to go, so we'll just be going down each one of these pipes and see what's going on. Oh snap, our first introduction into Boo. I like that this game still has the physics though, where it's like you look at him and he stays in place, or if you just stay there, he's like pretty chill. We got some new enemies up on the screen. We got what looks like a... Oh, it's Mimichu. That's what I've been trying to think about, like, what this guy reminds me of. And I'm probably even saying it wrong. It's not Mimichu, but it's the... or Mimichu. I don't know how to pronounce that Pokemon. But it's weird. I've never seen a character like this before. It's called a Hobgoblin, so pretty interesting. A little bit tankier than the regular rats, and it just looks like rats are going to be the focal point of this underground level. Okay, what the fuck is that? Okay, I lied. Rats are not going to be the focal point of the underground level. It's some weird looking motherfucking shadow men. Alright, man, Mario's gone into a different... I always love just like the animations and everything. It makes me laugh every so often, because he literally just came up to my guy, kicked his arms over, and was like, "Be gone!" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll fight you, man. I'm good with that." Another box. Ooh, another flower. I'll take flowers every day, all day. Running into rats that are running at me. Another shadow man. I like how the rats' names are Rat Funk, because... Oh, and then he tail whips me with the little, like, thwip thwip. I know thwip thwip is the sound that Spider-Man's, fucking what web shooter does in the comic books. I believe it's like THWIP, thwip. So that's what I would think the sound effect should be for the little tail whack is thwip thwip. Also, just rest in peace, Stan Lee. Definitely one of the greatest creators of all time, and thank you for introducing Spider-Man to my life. Marshmallow learns psychopath. What? Like, the happiest little like mushroom marshmallow cloud learns a move called psychopath. Alright, I can't wait until Mallow pulls out a knife and just starts murdering everybody. It's Bates. He's gonna come out and he's just gonna start murdering everybody. The Bates Motel, psychopath. Also, when I think of psychopath, it reminds me of American Psycho with Christian Bale. Christian Bale, that was a good movie, and Jared Leto. I always forget Jared Leto is an actor also. Oh, hey, look, we got mimics. Once again, Mario bringing out things that people should remember. 117 damage, holy crap, that was a lot. Alright, Mallow, what we got? Let's use Psychopath. 183. Oh, damn. Okay, so yeah, Mallow just pull out a knife and start murdering everybody. That's pretty much just what happened there. I'll go back to weapon. Dude, this guy's got, like, is like a mini boss. He's got a lot of health. But yeah, I always forget Jared Leto acts and is also a singer, so that's just like little off-tangent, random, non-gaming talk there. Dude, I just want this guy to be over with. Like, he's been a little tanky, and I don't like that. He uses the same attacks, though, as the previous boss, which were Flame Wall and Flame. Alright, we'll do another super jump on you. Bang, bang. I need to get the timing down on that. I think I can do like 6 or 7 times, and the most I've done is maybe like 2 or 3. But he gives me a flower jar, so that's pretty dope. I will take that. 10 experience points and 30 coins. Holy crap, this guy gave me a lot of stuff here. Hold on, my game is freezing for a second. Let's see if I can get it to work and move on for it because it's stuck on the screen. Please say I don't have to reset. That would be hilarious if my game was just like, you know what, Jesse, you're doing too good. Can you please go back to the beginning? And there it goes. It finally moves on from the screen. So we got a true form pin. I'm going to equip that to Mario because I think that helps me for the next boss. If I like, because I've been reading a little bit ahead, just so that I can prepare myself because I didn't want to go too blind into these games. I did look at the strategy guide and it does recommend the true form pin to go on Mario, so I'm definitely going to be happy about that. Oh, I also didn't know that your special screen tells you when to hit Y to get the most out of it, so hit Y just before the bolt ends. I've always been hitting Y when the club comes on screen, the green club around him, because I thought that was the timing for the special moves. I didn't know it was when the bolts land, so holy crap. I'm just jumping just to see if there's any hidden boxes or anything in any of these as well. And then we're back to swimming. Time to fight some Cheep Cheeps. I like the Cheep Cheeps in these games look like Pokeballs with added features to them. They're like red and white and then have like clay molded faces with like fins and everything. But I can't complain. Everything about these character sprites and everything about the level design in this one is pretty cool. I wish you could move a little bit faster going through this water because it seems like I'm just moving ridiculously slow. Oh, where did I go? So I'll have to come back, keep swimming, keep swimming. I want to fight as much enemies as possible. Like I said, the more experience that I have. Okay, wait, these aren't Cheep Cheeps. I just realized that these are Gobies. I wonder what the difference between a Gobi and a Cheep Cheep is. We'll have to look up some Mario facts after this to figure out if Gobies are specific to this game or if they've appeared otherwise. Oh, maybe it is, since they're the rounded ones, they're different from Cheep Cheeps. I'll have to figure that out. But so far, I like this twisting level. I like that it makes you go back after you got like certain things. It's not like, oh, just continue and here's some free stuff. It's like, okay, no, you're going to have to backtrack a little bit just because you wanted this box. So definitely, it's a way of a game keeping the retention rate of and value of the game. It's like, oh, hey, look, you can get 60 hours of gameplay out of this game, but there is some backtracking you're going to have to do. And it's time to find Mario's new job. I'm sorry, that was just hilarious that we get into a fight and the first thing the rat does is just run away. Mario's new job, if you haven't played the game yet, is Mario the Exterminator because of how much of these rats I'm taking out. Total brand new thing there. But that's always what I like, what I loved about Nintendo and their ability to market their one character, and what sort of got lost in the Sega generations. That Sega had Sonics, and it was Mario versus Sonic, and those were the two people to compete against each other. And like all the ad campaigns that like Sonic is the new Mario rival, and like a lot of people would bitch and be like, well, he already had Bowser, so like that's his real mortal enemy. But it's the net worth that they got out of Mario. There is like Mario Party, there's Mario Kart, like and like the different versions of Mario. Like I'm playing Super Mario RPG, and then there's Mario Worlds, and like 3D Mario even now. And it's like the fan base that just hovered around Nintendo that kept the Mario series going is something that like I think a lot of companies and a lot of toy manufacturers and a lot of just pretty much anybody wants that instant brand recognition. You know Mario, you think Nintendo. Like Sonic, yes, you think of Sega and everything, or at least if you're, I would say, a gamer, you would think Sonic equals Sega, or then you'd probably think like Tails and Knuckles would probably be like the things that come up next. But I really like am impressed that throughout the years that Nintendo has been able to hold on and keep such a dominant market for it. Like the newest Super Mario came out, and like I'm jealous of that. Like I wish I owned a Switch so that I could play that game. but it's something that I think a lot of people want to retain is brand retention. Another thing is though, even though Nintendo was even smart though because they made the like Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, and I know people think those games are garbage, but like they like that's what everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see like Mario versus Sonic, and like I think having Sonic in Smash Brothers is genius because then you can actually fight Mario versus Sonic. It's no longer like, oh, you're competing in Olympic events. It's like, no, you can actually beat each other up. So it's like, I have mad respect for Nintendo in terms of what they did with Mario and how they handle some of these games. The one thing that I don't like about Nintendo is that recently they settled for I think like $12 million on a emulator site. I believe it was I Love Retro, claiming copyright infringement. And I understand that a big corporation, you deserve the money that you make for making these games, and 100% understandable. Teams, time, and effort put into these to make sure that you have solid games. The one thing that sucks is that um, some of these games you can't even find anymore unless you're buying it from a reseller. And those resellers are not paying Nintendo to be like, oh, I had an old cartridge of your game, I'm going to go sell it. Meanwhile, in the battle, sorry, I'm going on this random tangent. But in the battle, if you use pure water against ghosts, they instantly dissipate. So that's why that went so quickly. But, like, yeah, that for me was a huge thing. It was, why did Nintendo have to do a lawsuit against these companies? Like, why is it such a big deal? And, like, if you can't find the game in hard form, or like these really rare games that are now skyrocketing up to like $500-600, why doesn't Nintendo make them more accessible than for gamers? They did have the on the Wii and Wii U. I'm not so much sure about the Switch. I've never owned a Switch and haven't looked at the market in a while, where you could buy their previous games, but I haven't seen what their term of marketplace of like what their idea is to make these like NES and Super Nintendo games available to people at reasonable prices and reasonable expectations. The sites that they're doing, I think, are just preserving what I would say like a piece of history. I think they definitely are preserving like the game itself. It's giving the nostalgia to people who may have not been fortunate enough to own the game when they were younger, or maybe unfortunate enough not to be able to buy the game even when they're older. So it's something that I think is interesting. Like I think that in terms of emulation versus actual hard copy, I think that emulator sites should be able to stay up for the reason that they're like historians, in the sense of that they're preserving games that you may no longer be able to find, or it may be out of your price range. And to be able to play a game that you can't afford should be a thing. Like, it would be like just going to a library and renting out a game and just being like, oh hey, like I want to play this. I think that is something that emulation does for a lot of people. As you can see, I backed out of what looks like the next potential boss fight because he looked like a weird four-eyed marshmallow dog monster. I don't even know what to call this thing. Oh, dude, copyright infringement right there. Sega Dreamcast predicted, because the top of his head looks like the Sega Dreamcast logo. That's what I'm going to say right there. Alright, I'm going to use Super Jump and see if I can get my timing down better for this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 hits. Not too bad. I'm definitely seeing that I can definitely get the timing down better. Ooh, room service has been kind to me. Where's my babe? It's weird that he, like, has his tongue hanging out and has his, like, 4... I don't know what are those horns or anything. I am in the zone, sorry, right now. Hitting these jumps right now. Unstoppable. Okay. Sorry, that one just like, that felt so good because I was in the zone just timing out my Ys right there. Stick for a body, head full of straw, scarecrow, rah rah rah, scarecrow funk. Okay, so I think this is why you want the true form ring, because that blocks a special ability which would turn you into a scarecrow. 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Okay. So 77. I'm like, now that I figured out the timing for the super jump, I'm feeling really Unstoppable. The hunger. The hunger. Okay, he ate my marshmallow friend. I think I just witnessed cannibalism. I don't know if that's cannibalism. I don't know what this enemy is. I don't know what Mallow is. It could be anything. And then he licks Mario. This. What is this madness? This must be stopped. And that was just like, I do a really good jumping and then I do that. Like, why am I sometimes just like okay and then sometimes not? But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I really enjoy Nintendo. I really enjoy a lot of their games. I collect like SNES and NES games. Sorry, SNES, or I like calling it SNES, and NES games because it's fun to have. It's fun to have that actual hard copy and that picture in front of you. But there are some games that I know I will never be able to own financially, or could never justify paying for something such high rate. But like that's why I love coming back and playing games like Super Mario RPG. Like finding this for like 20, 25 bucks at your local shop isn't too bad. I think that may even be a little bit high. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the pricing for it in a while, but it's something that just really allows me to enjoy the game and beat that boss right there. As you can see, Mallow turned into a scarecrow for a little bit because he didn't have the true form ring equipped. So Bellum must have been lying when he said water would come gushing out of here. Mario, do you hear something? Water, here it comes. Quick, Mario, hit the button. I like how I hit the button. And what was that, Mallow? Like, really, man? You couldn't, you couldn't have stayed on the button. You really couldn't have stayed on the button. Okay, we are transported to an outside watery world. This is Midas River Course. Want a crash course on it? Yes. You'll start off first at the falls. Use the control pad to move left and right. Pick up coins. Press B to swim up. Okay, so this is along the way. There are a few traps. Now off you go. Okay, so I can swim up a little bit. Ooh, there's green coins. I want green coins, right? I think those are frog coins, as they call them in the game. And I'm going to need them to buy special items. I was struggling to get that one coin. Going into this trap. Oh, cool. So you got Goombas, you got rats, you got your Gobies, your Koopas, your Shy Guys, your Boos. That's like a cool little like side. Reminds me of like what you would see at like a Disneyland attraction or anything. That's what this is. This is what is that ride? Splash Mountain. This is Splash Mountain, but Mario's version. So we're just gonna slow down. I like how I didn't get that coin and just went around. We got a Koopa. Ooh, Petey Piranha. Petey Piranha is doubling up. I don't know what that evil looking like thief guy is though. But I love how they're just like passing around a flower. Oh my god. Pikmin and radishes? Oh my god, I never actually realized that the radish looking guy actually picks up the goby with his spear and holds him on it. This is like a cool little like portion of the game where you just like are sliding down and it's like, okay, let's see, can I make it into this next hole? Nope, I didn't swim fast enough. Alright, so we'll have to just coast down, see what else is still down here. Not a lot of coins in that one, so I must have made the wrong choice there to get moving. And then I'll pick up one more coin. And then I'm on to barrel jumping. What is this game? Like, this game has mini games built into an RPG. Like, I don't think... I'm really trying to think of another game that has it. And it's like, this is just good quality, like, programming. This is good quality gaming. Like, who doesn't love this? Except that I probably... Okay. The depth perception of where these coins are in terms of relative of where I am is crazy difficult. I am not 100% sure. I didn't jump in time early enough for that one, so... Alright, this is probably going to be the worst barrel rolling course that anybody's ever done on Super Mario RPG. Okay, maybe not the worst, it's a little bit of over-exaggeration, but probably, like, so far it's been pretty pathetic. That's the first time I've gotten, like, a full set. Okay, back to back full sets. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And then I mess up, so maybe I'm not feeling it. Another full set there. Okay. Just takes a little while to learn the features, and it's a predictive path. I don't know if it's the same path as always, or if it changes every time you run down it. But okay, that wasn't a little too bad. You just hop off, hop on the flower, hop on the toadstool's head. Wasn't that fun? You got 38 coins. You can trade it in. I'll give you 1 frog coin for every 60. Huh. Okay, I don't have enough, so I'll have to come back and try again. What do? I got a no coke shell, and of course I'm going to save. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.
But